Hello, everyone. Welcome and happy N7 Day. N7 Day is an unofficial holiday for the famous video game series Mass Effect. Truthfully, I have not played them, but I got two Mass Effect connoisseurs here today. My good friends Tom and Mikey are going to be joining me, and we're going to be discussing Mass Effect in our own little way. These guys know all that is to be Mass Effect. I don't. But I'm going to be asking them some questions and see where this famous video game got all the love and the strong community. Hi, Tom. Now, let's begin this interview.
Bang, okay?
Hey everyone, NoSkill Mike here. Just to throw out the friendly reminder that Dubby is still live and supporting us. They're dropping new flavors, stickers, and even a new waifu cup. So if you want to do your part and kick in just the tiniest a bit, we'd appreciate it ever so much. All you gotta do is use code NSE at dubby.gg whenever you make an order, and you help everybody out, yourself included. Till next time.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, DJ. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's now public Discord server. Yes, that is it. It is open now. You can join in the link in the description down below. We'll pretty much hang out there every single day. So whether you want to drop a meme, maybe drop some music, there's a space that's right for you down at the NoSkill Entertainment Discord. So maybe I'll see you there sometime. Bye now.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm right behind this big ass gift, but here we go. First question, gentlemen. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, we also got Fraser now. Say hi, Fraser.
Hi, guys.
Mikey, how you doing, bud?
I'm so excited that we got our boy in here via the power of science!
Yes, science being this one is our buddy Tom coming at you with his robotic body here.
Yes, sir. This unit is ready.
Anyways, happy N7 Day, everybody. So now, we're going to start it off with a light question. We'll get to the heavy one right after this one. So, guys, what, in your opinion, makes Mass Effect the massive success it is now, pun intended?
Who are we starting with on that one?
I have thoughts. I have many thoughts.
I do too.
Let's hear him. Let's start with Mikey.
Okay.
What was yours?
So, Mass Effect does three things, in my opinion, really well. And before anybody like, man, the ending. Yeah, we'll get the first and foremost, your decisions have consequences. They have weight. They have repercussions. Carrying decisions over from game 1 to 2 to 3. And then still, while Andromeda being whatever you want to call it, I enjoy it, so piss off. There's still implications from the Mass Effect trilogy in Andromeda. This story's so vast and so wide, it just continues on in a beautiful way. The world is hyper developed. There's lore on every species, every subclass, every class, every fleet has a canonical lore attached to it. There's so much in this. Like, the characters are well done, the world's well done, the storytelling's well done. It is, in my opinion, one of the greatest RPGs ever, hands down. I love Skyrim. I love Fallout. I love crazy shit like the Outer Worlds. And yes, I named 2 Obsidian titles in there. Bite me. But BioWare absolutely nailed it when they dropped Mass Effect, dude. It's next gen. I got chills. It's unbelievably good. Someone get this away from me. I want to throw a couch through a wall right now.
A lot of it is that you guys know I'm a huge open world, dive into the lore. I'm a huge Witcher fan. Mass Effect to me was like the Witcher level in space. It was so everything was interconnected. There was little you could just hear random ambient conversations going on, and it would give you a little hints at to stuff like going into Omega. you could hear just like the speakers talking and whatnot. Like after you progress through a certain part of the game, it would change. It wasn't static. Like the world itself was evolving as you played the game. And like you said, your decisions affected some of those. Like, say, like when you went to Morton Solus, like, did you stop the plague, or did you decide to go in another direction? You know, that type of shit. It would change those small little changes. Like you wouldn't notice it, but if you pay attention to it, you do see them. And like I said, they go through all 3 games. You meet Edie in Mass Effect 1. You just don't realize it until like Mass Effect 3, when she like tells you that she was one of the rogue AI on one of the planets or something like that. I believe if it was Mass Effect 1.
Project Overlord. Yeah, Edie was the rogue AI that escaped on Luna Base.
Yeah. You don't find that out until much later, but it's like, that's insane. They didn't have to put that in there, but they did.
And a quick side note on that, the storytelling and character development from the rogue AI that caused all this havoc and problems to the very remorseful and sentient individual that just says, you know, I was born, I was scared that I wish I could take it all back, but this is where we are in life. And like, that is insane long con commitment right there.
And on that one too, it's like you also see it's like she's trying to actively make sure that it doesn't happen again, or at least she doesn't take part in it again. And that's like that right there again. And I will say this right now: every character in that game has had very good character development. There's one thing that bugged me with the human companions, and I'll get into that a little late in a minute.
They're all basic. That was a weird ass sneeze.
Yes, very very basic, but. Well, I guess I'll go to it right now. My thing is that like how they felt, like whether you saved Caden or you saved Ashley, they felt super betrayed because you were working with Cerberus when it's like, bitch, no one else is saying that these guys are a threat. They're saying they are. I'm checking it out, and they're willing to give me the resources. I made it clear. I'm not working for them. I'm not on their team. But you're treating it like some major betrayal. Like, I know we went through some shit together, but fuck, your level of like attitude towards that betrayal and not trust, saying that, hey, I'm trusting you to do the right thing, was just stupid to me. It felt more like they were more focused on the, oh no, you broke this unforgivable line that we never implemented before. We never talked about that before. And
tell me you don't know some people like that.
Most people don't talk about coming back from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I do know some people like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we all know that one motherfucking friend who would be like, bro, why'd you do that? I saved your life. I think no excuse. Don't be giving me that bullshit. That was like 2 weeks ago.
I know a couple people like that, and I don't talk to them no more because of that shit.
Motherfucker, that's old shit. Who says that? Did I get that from your roommate?
Oh yeah, that's my roommate.
Probably.
My roommate says that shit.
Man, that's old shit. Bring me new shit. It's old.
Yeah, like I said, the human characters, like, they could have been better, but just for me, what really put me and threw me off was like how they like, oh, are you still working for Cerberus? Like in Mass Effect 3, when you're saving the Citadel, you're literally cutting through these, like, all the Cerberus troops, all the bad guys. And then you get to the top, and whoever you saved is there's like, oh, you see, you're working for Cerberus again?
Oh man, I almost popped Ashley right in the chest for that one. You about to get this?
I wish you could not save either of them.
You about to get this N7 Eagle? Just quick drop.
I will save the Solarian. What is it? SDG
the ambassador.
Team. No, the ambassador.
Oh,
like it's in Mass Effect 1.
Oh, Captain Kirahi.
Yeah, I will save him and his team, but I would rather leave both the humans on that fucking planet, both Ashley and Caden.
Honestly, let's get Solarian.
You're really only talking about the companions, because I'm going to say something that makes the game great is the character design and the outside of the companions.
He's trying to make Mass Effect great again. Sorry.
No, oh my god! Wow. All right.
After everything you guys did beforehand,
it's the best trade deal ever.
This guy is bits.
We love
best character designs.
We love Admiral Anderson. We love Admiral Hackett.
No, so
you're to like specifically the two human companions in the first game and the one in the second game. Yeah, they suck, but the rest of the characters in the game are fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, hands down. Like even like in number 3 when you get like James Vega, Like James
James
Pickett is
sucks.
fucking
No,
great.
James sucks too, actually.
Oh,
The only redeeming part about James is that you get to beat him up as part of like you get to beat him up, and it's all Paragon options if you go with it too. It's fantastic. It's all to build your relationship with him.
So
James
what you're
reminds
saying
me
is
of a
this-
friend we game with, and every once in a while you got to hard restart him. You know exactly which friend I'm talking about, too.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We can admit Ashley and Kaden weren't the best design, but the rest of the characters are pretty awesome.
Oh, dude,
Oh, yeah,
Kasumi's
they
so
very much
gangster.
are.
I love Kasumi. She's great. So it's a shame that she's
outside
actually
of
not a
those two.
romance option. Bullshit.
I agreed.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
I mean, her whole story is helping, her get her dead lover's revenge and stuff, but whatever.
Let me ask you this, since you guys put up a lot of good points between lore, characters, companions, whatever. What would you say is the strongest aspect of Mass Effect?
I would say it
Tell-
would be the storytelling. Would be the intricate storytelling, like weaving stuff, like we were saying earlier, like the way they weaved everything kind of together. No, except except for the
Having
ending, we
the
can all agree that was kind
cross-save
of bad.
kind of thing
Yeah,
from game to
like
game.
your decisions, like if you play Mass Effect 1, you can go help like this lady try to like right in front of like the Shadow Brokers, not the Shadow Brokers person. What is it? Bar Levon. Like there's that lady out there that's trying to like take over like a couple like drug cartels or gangs or something like that, like Helen or something like that. If you help her in Mass Effect 1 and then you take your character into Mass Effect 2, she will show up on Omega in Afterlife. And she's like downstairs and you can have a full conversation with her. But if you don't do that mission or you don't bring the character over that did do the mission, she doesn't show up. She's just not there. And that's just like I said, one of those little hidden things that you don't notice unless you just happen to walk into it.
Tom, what do you think is the best or strongest aspect of the game?
One of my favorite parts of RPGs overall, and I think Mass Effect does it pretty well, is the consequences of your actions do very much affect everything about your gameplay experience. From whether it might be punching a reporter in the face, or
He deserved it.
saving some insect people. Everything has its consequence, whether good or bad. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, but everything does shape the story to your own story. So it really makes it feel like it's yours, I guess. It's the best way to put it. You are Commander Shepard and you have to save the fucking galaxy. How are you going to do it? I doubt anybody's playthroughs are ever really exactly the same. There's always going to be key little differences. Like most people gloss over doing everything in Mass Effect 1 because that means visiting a bunch of boring fucking planets and driving around in the lovely Mako. Everybody hates it. I love that thing.
Same.
Personally, I think
No,
it's
I
fantastic,
like it.
but it takes like an extra 90 to 120 hours of gameplay, but it's just driving across boring planets, getting more lore, getting more data, finding more side missions, adding more to your own story, which then comes back later, like in the second game. If you go to one random planet in Mass Effect 1, you find Cerberus in a cave planning a nuclear bomb. You can disarm it, and then they bring it up in Mass Effect 2. They're like, why are we bringing him back? He literally disarmed our bomb and got in our way and killed our agents. And then the Lucifer's like, we still need him. He's still Commander Shepard.
Well, there's
He
there's
has a
another.
favorite store on the Citadel.
Just saying, there's the consequences of your actions on every game shows across
Well,
all
there's
the way to the end of it. And it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite parts of RPGs. I love when the game forms and folds around your decisions and everything, Like it's not like that's why I don't care for most MMORPGs, is because the game doesn't actually change at all. You just see 100+ people running from point A to point B, nothing changing, no environmental change, no world change, no real story development. It's just boring. But in our actual RPG like Mass Effect,
There might be an
Should.
MMO coming out soon that changes that, but we'll get into that later.
Oh,
yeah.
yep.
Well, an actual RPG like Mass Effect makes it feel like every decision you have to make has a little bit of weight to it, whether it be the smallest thing of endorsing a store on the Citadel to having the proper relationships built up with companions in one game so they don't die 2 games later. Everything.
All right.
Everything matters.
Mikey.
Huh. I gotta say, kind of spinning off of what they do, I think the world building and its ability to pull you into the story and pull you into a situation is unparalleled because the game takes place over a couple years. You see Commander Shepard and the rest of the crew start to age. You see scars. You see battleware on the gear. The ship goes through several renovations, and you see that everything from the exterior change to the actual interior levels of the floors have been remodeled due to failures, upgrades, things like that. You're able to see the technology progress, and the characters reference it, talking about how the outdated hacking systems in Mass Effect 1 had to be changed for galactic safety because they bypassed a lot of really critical information, and it helped the player at the time, but not the universe, so they updated it. Talking about how the original ammo counting system and ammo capacity had to get upgraded to meet with modern safety standards so they didn't have violent overheats and have weapons explode in your hands, which seems like a massive oversight for a spacefaring universe. But you know what? What do I know? The world building lets you feel these characters. You get why the first contact war was such a big deal and why there's interspecies hostile relations. Every once in a while, I want to sucker punch a Batarian because they just piss me off consistently. Ooh.
Historically, they piss off everybody.
Exactly. They really are the crazy rednecks of the galaxy for reasons we can't really talk about on this platform. But yeah, dude, just the way it immerses players, it makes you, it draws you in a way that a lot of games can't, because almost to the MMO point, you don't feel the effects of the journey. You don't feel the effects of the quest. In Mass Effect, you see on your character, especially in the third game, you see on your character's face the scars from a hard, stressful lifestyle. You see the change in the companions around you. Maybe they become more violent. Maybe they become a drunk. Maybe you pull a psychotic murderer out of like a really dark place and help them walk a new path in light. Clearly that's Jack for the fans, but you like, that's how extreme the examples are. The world makes it feel so alive, and I don't think anybody else, with the exception of what's I think Outer Worlds does it really well. It's a little bit of a underrated RPG in my opinion, but the characters in that game feel crazy alive. And I think that's the only one that's come close in recent times.
Good one. Yeah, I do agree with that one. I do enjoy Outer Worlds a lot. Now, gonna go with the big question that a lot of people know Mass Effect for. The meat and potatoes here, alright? So, let's talk about the romance options.
God
Oh, there's
damn it.
definitely meat and potatoes in this category. That is a fact.
Exactly.
Right, mashed potatoes.
Listen, we'll get it out of the way right now. We all agree Garrus and Tali are at the top of the food chain.
S
The
tier.
S tier.
Yeah.
S tier. And if you
S
disagree,
only
you're into
S tier.
humans, you normie.
Yeah, if you disagree, you can go fuck off somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, the only reason you saved Ashley in Mass Effect 1 was because you were trying to sleep with her.
That was
Oh, facts.
man, that was a really furry answer out of Mikey. Goddamn.
My guy. You haven't played the game, even though I asked you to before we did this recording. But so you don't know. I'll forgive you.
fucking time of a fucking
No, Garrus is. Oh.
So I'll just let. I'll say this. Hold up.
Can
Hold up.
I ask a weird
Hold up.
question in response to Brandon's question?
What's up?
Sure, fine.
For the exception of Ashley, obviously, who do you not actively romance?
Jacob.
Miranda.
Oh, two different
Both
ones.
the human options from Mass Effect 2 that are Cerberus
Okay.
agents.
Okay, I'll bring up a really crazy one, and this is why. Because if you break up with Jacob, he doesn't take it well, and he starts telling the rest of the crew you cheated on him, and actively like harassing your new partner, which is insane. Why anyone would romance that psycho? I have no fucking idea.
After I helped you repair your relationship with your dad, I will end you, sir.
You literally wingman for his wife and future child, and he's just a shitty dick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why that one. I also don't commonly romance. Fuck, what's her name? Samara. I don't get what you're going for there.
Most people don't.
Most people don't.
No, and one hers is so like the requirements for that are so dumb too. Like you can't romance anyone in number 2. You don't even get anything with her in number 2, and then you can't romance anyone in number 3.
And don't just say it's a human option. Cortez, oh my god, dude. Cortez is rough. I feel for that motherfucker. I didn't even swing that way, and I was holding my breath during some of those cutscenes.
Yeah, like
What'd you say?
Like I said, they can do human companions right, but
Yeah,
the
honestly.
first 2 they did, or like even just romance options, first 2 they did, just I'm sorry, no, they failed.
Some of them are rougher than others because in Andromeda, the replacement for I know you don't play the game. The replacement for Kelly Chambers, solid option. I think she's hilarious.
Oh, who was that? Who was that again?
I can't think of her name. The young Scottish girl who's really spiritual.
Oh, yes, yes,
dude, she's cool.
I agree with you on that one. She was perfect.
She was perfect. You
Perfect.
say interesting choice.
All
We
right.
got to dig into that one.
All
Off stream, we got to dig into that one.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm saying for romance option if you're doing humans.
No, it's fine.
Like,
we'll
This
get
is
into
Mass
that later.
Effect. If you're doing humans, you're playing the game wrong, you nerd.
All right.
This is
No,
space
not
aliens.
Whoa, Jack.
In an alien or put your vagina on something's mouth. Shut
I
the
will
fuck up.
fist fight you for Jack's honor right now. That girl has been through enough. She's my mentally unstable princess. We're not getting into this right now.
No, Jack is hands down my favorite.
Fine, she can get a
person to
pass.
romance.
So are we going to talk about these characters or are we going to attack each other?
We're gonna
We're
attack
just
each other,
doing
'cause I'm also
attacking.
disagreeing with Fraser. Samara's a fantastic option and a lovely lady. Just because you don't get a sex scene with her in the second game, you
That's
basic
not
bitch.
it. There's just no payoff at the end. I've done the romance.
What do you mean there's no pay? There's no payoff with any of them at the end, you fuck knuckle. The end of the game, there's no payoff. All right, maybe if you don't romance Gar and tell us they get a happy ending together, right? But like other than that, there's no payoff.
There is.
Fine, we'll talk about that after.
Oh,
It depends on what you consider a payoff. I think.
I'm talking
okay.
whether, like you guys are together, whether ending being the ending, but you guys are together. Samara's like, nah, we can't do that, and then just dips.
What do you mean? She'll stick around with you through the second and third game after the war till you die if you survive, because she's gonna outlive you. She's a space elf.
She's a space
elf.
She's gonna outlive you.
Yeah.
She's gonna outlive you. Look, if Shepard survived the war, after the stress gets to him and the several heart attacks and strokes later within the next 10 years, right? This dude is gonna die by the time he's 60 or 70. Samara's still gonna be kicking around with that mighty MILF energy. All right, she can stick around with Shepard till the day he dies.
You're waiting for Shepard to die. You
Mighty
can try to hook up with Samara.
MILF
Got
energy.
it.
Oh my god.
That was a
Special.
phrase. Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Right now.
You gonna tell me she's not a mighty MILF? I think you are mistaken, sir.
We need Mighty Morphin MILF on his shirt. That's what we fucking need.
Yeah, it's Samara.
Oh, MILF Megazord. Oh, fuck
That's
me.
what all the Sari's fleet just morphed into that. That'd be fantastic. Anyways, we all know who I'm for.
Yeah.
Jack can get
Okay.
a pass for being a human, for being a good character.
Dude, Jack's such a solid character. What do you mean being a
Mhm.
good character? Because, okay, I'll say this right now. My vote is always going to be in order: Tally, Jack, Garrus. Those are the top three. Those are the A-listers. Thane has been winning me over lately. Holy shit, that is a fucking true old school classic tragedy. Fuck, man, that kicks you right in the heart. But to Jack,
I don't
Shay-
romance Thane, and that kicks me in the heart every fucking time, bro.
Yeah.
my guy, if you want to go on a spiritual journey, romance Thane. That ending scene with you, Koliat, and Thane. If you do it right, there's always a chance you just fuck that up. Oh my god, you get a different ending scene, and Koliat says something to you, and you're left there in the final moments. And oh, dude, it is heart wrenching. I am a pretty stoic guy. I was on my fucking knees for that one.
All right, I gotta try that now.
Also, fun fact: if a human kisses Thane, they hallucinate. So that's kind of fun too.
I'm over here kissing Thane just randomly. Hey, bring me those lips. Let me hallucinate right quick.
Hey, don't make it weird, bro. Come here.
Hey, get over here, homie. Bring it back.
Why are you being so damn difficult?
Oh my god.
Fraser, do you have a character you want to chime in on?
Yeah, Fraser, let's hear from you.
Well, Mikey, like I said, I loved Thane to begin with. Now that you telling me this, I've got to go try. I got to go like do a playthrough romance with Thane.
Fraser over here. I gotta go kiss up on Thane.
Yeah, I got to go hallucinate some shit too, real
He's
quick.
like, I gotta go see some shit. Let me get them lips.
Oh my god.
Oh. No. I would definitely say, like, Tally, Garrus, definitely, like, top two. Again, they're
Cultured.
they're
Cultured, man.
that and, like, their character development, too, as, like how you bond with them and all that. Even if you don't choose to romance them, it's still just, like, damn, like, you guys really do care.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and if I may be overstepping here. If you take the human characters out of the situation,
Mhm.
Tally and Garrus are the first people that choose to stay by your side out of real galactic concern. There's nothing possibly to be gained by them. They're not going to go further up in their careers. You can argue Tally's going to get further in her
Pilgrimage?
No. Yes, further in the pilgrimage. But even once that's done, she comes home. I'd argue, even if you don't take the role, those two are shepherds, like true brother and sister through the series, because they're always fucking there for
'Cause-
Shepard.
Yeah,
They
even
got
after
mad loyalty to Shepard. That's why.
no, even after they defeat Saren, they stay out of loyalty. Like, sure, they get pulled off. They get pulled out off on like the second game to like kind of do what they need to do. Like that's why they're not on the ship when it gets taken out.
Mm-hmm.
But they still are like they were like they still like go there and go like when you meet them for the first time they're like, holy shit, you're still alive. Fuck, if I had known, I would have like been with you like right from the get go.
Right.
And
In all
even
fairness-
Tally was like, even in the second one, when Tally, like, you meet Tally in the first mission, and she's just like, Shepard, I really want to go with you, but I got to take care of this first.
So
And that's
if
just a
you
level of loyalty you can't like fabricate.
if you did one of the bonus quests he was talking about in the first game, one of the really hard to find, you break regulation like court-martialing kind of stuff to complete Tally's pilgrimage. And if you did that, she said, when you get to Cerberus, that's a hidden speech dialogue. It'll never be there if you don't do it. And she says, this is the real Commander Shepard. Drop your guns. And when the dialogue ends, she looks to you and says, Shepard, I won't ever forget what you did for me. And when the time comes, I'll be the first one at your side. And I'm like, damn it, you're too perfect. Stop that. You're making the rest of the crew look like shit.
Dialogue before.
I mean, in all fairness, while Shepard was gone for a couple years, Garrus made the best of his time. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, he went to Omega, got his own cool code name, murked everybody.
I love Garrus and Liara. Hey, I heard a rumor about this guy called the Archangel. You know anything about him? No.
No,
Have
never
you heard anything? Have you heard of him, Shadow Broker?
I love that those two would always banter back and forth like that too.
Dude, they're fucking funny. Oh my. Oh. I feel like we just went 3 rounds with gloves.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right.
Wait, you didn't really. Hold up, Freddie. You just said Tali and Garrus. That's a basic answer. Give somebody else.
The basic answer. No, that is like the best answer.
No
First of all.
shit.
All right, so who was it? Damn it.
This guy over here trying to kiss up on Drell now. He's like, let me get the
No.
hallucinations.
Oh god damn it. I'm trying to remember who else it was in there. Not Kelly Chambers, Samantha
Trainer.
Yes.
Or Taylor.
Yes. She
Really?
is like
Hmm.
Dude, I genuinely liked her. I liked the little romance of her. I liked it. I loved the little like the dialogue you would get when you would
She
when you
is
did
good at
the
chess.
when you did the Citadel DLC. Because there's
Yeah.
it was just I don't know, it was just so well written. Where like and then when you have the when she's getting kicked off the ship by the fake shepherd. Spoiler alert if you haven't played the game yet.
Spoiler alert for a game from 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like, I loved you, and then she turns around and goes, "You kicked me off off our ship out of your bed. What the hell's going on?" And it's like, wait, what's going on? Samantha, that's not me. It's just like the little hidden dialogues like that you like. You know, everyone does the regular companions and whatnot. Like there was at one point I did like one playthrough I did. I did Mass Effect 1 regular, like I don't even know who I romanced in Mass Effect 1, but 2 I did Kelly Chambers, and then 3 I did Samantha Trainer, just to see what the dialogue was. And it was interesting because in Mass Effect 3 when you meet Kelly Chambers for the second time, like where you meet her like out in the refugee area, there's a whole different set of dialogue that I've never had before.
Yep. Deep and
again,
involved.
It's like that's one of those things. It's like that's why it's like but I also enjoyed the way that they would look at like the characters develop, the way they would talk, especially like Kelly being Cerberus, and then kind of her slowly coming around more to seeing the like, oh, aliens they're not bad. She knew ahead of time like they weren't bad, but they weren't what Cerberus was making them out to be at all.
Yeah, that propaganda is fucking wild in Cerberus.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and that's why I liked it. It was like, and then you do the more romance, and you get a little bit more different dialogue options out of it.
See, there's good
Like I said-
human options, just not the main 4. The main 4 suck.
Yeah, I mean, even like you said, Cortez, he's not a companion you can take out on a mission, but he has one of the most, like you said, heart-wrenching storylines too. Like, even if you don't romance him, if you do, I bet it's more devastating.
If you do, there's actually a chance for him to survive Assault on Earth.
Okay.
And it is that moment where you're waiting at the 50-50 shot and the 10 seconds before you find out what happens is fucking soul crushing, dude. That is the longest 10 seconds ever. I'm just yelling at the screen, answer me!
Yeah. Cortez!
Cortez, pick up the phone, god damn it!
But yeah, no, like Mass Effect did the human characters right on the side, like on this, like the side, the non-companion ones.
All the main human romances have main character syndrome. They think they are Commander Shepard.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The Andromeda human characters are sick.
So
Oh no, they did that. Oh, so they did those ones right. I'll say that. Like,
I'm
there's a few that.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and give Andromeda another try, just for you.
I would say romance Vetronix. You'll have fun with that one.
I'm going for the Turian.
Yeah,
Tell you
dude.
ahead of time. Tell you
that's
ahead of
better.
time. Hey, wait, what'd you just say? Say that name again.
Vetra.
Nyx.
Okay.
Or Vecna.
So you said Vecna for a second. I'd be like, what?
No, Vetra.
Too close. That's-
Shuri and Tomboy, best fucking romance in Andromeda, hands down. That's
Anyways.
just me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't turn my head around and see Brandon, but hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Anyways, moving on, because there's a lot of rambling about human characters, and I can see that there is some deep hatred, but also some deep love for side human characters here.
Yes.
Now-
No, we
Get
haven't
them
even
right.
touched like basis on the Krogans at all.
But
Would you do it?
Oh.
That's all I need to know. I don't need to know any of the other opinions. Would you try it?
For the Citadel,
feel-
yes.
I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like if a Krogan came up to you, me, Frey, any of us, I don't think we have the option anymore. It's their
Is
choice.
this- You remember our
You don't
You-
get
you-
a choice.
you remember
If
our
the Krogan
powerlifter
says-
friend,
Which one?
the big Polynesian girl. You know who I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's like, hey Mike, would you give her a date? She just deadlifted 485. I don't think I got a choice in the matter.
Yeah, like if a Krogan says this is happening and you try to say no, they're gonna be like, I wasn't asking.
Yeah.
Like this is
Death
a
by
Krogan.
snoo.
Yeah, it's death by
Death by
snoo to be
snoo.
a Krogan, all right? But when you do it, you gotta find out one time.
that one time
know
is
what
going to
they
be the
say
last time.
You are a
Yeah.
pathfinder. You're going where nobody else has been before.
Pathfinder. Bruh,
You
I
are a
am a cartographer. I am making maps.
No, that's
No,
Pathfinders are the
Pathfinders-
specters of Andromeda.
Oh man, that's right. I have that on
You-
a shirt somewhere.
You are a Pathfinder.
Look, somebody's got to figure out how all that works on at least on the human side of thing, and I'll do it. I will make that
You'll take
sacrifice
one
for
for the team.
humanity. Yes.
What if it worked and nobody just tried? Then I'd feel bad for the Krogan.
I'm probably walking away with a fucking headbutt, so that sucks for me. That shit's gonna hurt.
That shit happens normally anyways.
Moving on. What's up, Brandon? Where you?
I was gonna.
Just keep juking
He's
him.
just pacing along back there.
Let's just continue on here because I imagine you guys can go on for ages on this topic.
Forever.
Oh, we
So-
can do something
dude.
about. We can just go over every species and talk about every character and everything forever.
Oh yeah, and we could and we would if we had the time, but we don't. So now, let's just go straight into a heavier topic and a little more on the conspiracy side of things. Out of the many endings of Mass Effect 3, what do you feel is the canon, or what you want is to be the canon for the next one that has already been teased, Mass Effect 4?
Well, that one would have to be the Renegade option because that's the one where, like, if you play the game right, at the end of it, you're seeing everything getting destroyed, and you see Shepard's chest piece take a breath.
See, and it's crazy how people are like, no, it couldn't possibly. Fraser just knew that. He just knew it because he's a fan, and all these dipshits on the internet. It's synthesis. There's no other way they can navigate. Shut up. It is the
No,
renegade
synthesis
option.
is, like,
You
the
choose
best
destroy.
option. Yeah.
Well,
Which is tragic.
Let's go over what the options are. What do we
Yeah, fine,
Because this is
fine.
speculation. There's not us saying that
No,
it is the.
It's fact.
It is not.
It
the
is.
No,
canon.
that was considered canon. That is considered the canon ending,
Anyways,
which is like I don't.
Circumstantially, it is the canon ending for now.
Yes, we'll see
So-
how Mass Effect 4 does the thing.
let's see what it does before we say it's
So-
canon.
Put your hand down.
The canon endings so far are to control the Reapers and pull them into dark space, to choose synthesis and combine all organic and inorganic life, ending the what was thought to be endless cycle of synthetic life being created and overthrowing its creators and destroying everything, or destruction. You pull out your good old 1911 in space, slide that handle, and just blow up the Reaper's core, unleashing an unstable EMP that rips through the galaxy, killing all synthetic life, which is so fucking heartbreaking if you just went through all the effort of saving and giving the Geth their sentience, only to just EMP them out of existence 9 days later.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the like I said, synthesis
angry.
is like the best
would
option.
Like to see in Mass Effect 4 possibly story options that derive from each of the endings if possible.
I hope that's what they do. Because if they do, then
That would
all the
be
endings are
interesting. Like
That would
there'd
be insane.
that would be insane because that'd be a story arc and a storyline in a world where there'd be no synthetics or where everybody's combined into one. There'd be.
Here's my proposal on that.
That'd be a
I don't.
big
There's
ass
no
game.
way. There's no way.
Here-
I'm sorry, what, Brandon?
It's
Here's-
wishful thinking. Up to you.
Here's my proposal on that topic, because it technically can be done if EA is not lazy about it. So here's the thing.
No.
Hold on.
That's a lot
No.
to write about.
That is a
Randy.
lot. That is a lot. But I'm just saying, they technically could if you use the EA account system. Transfer and save file, keep it in the cloud, was synced up to your EA account, and as soon as you get Mass Effect 4, log into your
They
account.
already have that.
Boom.
Yeah, but the problem is synthesis, by definition, resolves so many of the galaxy's issues. There would be no seeing inequality anywhere because at the same level, everyone's DNA is exactly the same. And I mean exactly. You're able to share thoughts, information, data, just like that. The Batarians are no longer the dickheads of the galaxy because they like to blow shit up and cause problems for everybody. They now have it into their core DNA. We have to look out for each other. This is all we have. The Krogan are no longer going to be at war with the Solarians and the Turians. Everything is just fundamentally fixed, and there's not enough world building off of that could let you have a cool,
to bring something
well-done
from like
game.
from another section of dark space to come and fight. Like everybody rally against that. But then again, still, you're all synthetics. You're all, like you said, sharing all the data. They can share it like across the galaxy in a heartbeat. There's no way to really build off of it. So I think they would have to stick with one of the two original endings.
Keep in mind, audience, my questions are coming from a perspective of someone that has never played the games. Yes, I have not touched them once, not even 1 minute of gameplay.
God damn it, do it already.
So
I've been bugging him all week.
I'm sorry, I'm an editor. That takes a lot of my time.
Yeah, realistically,
Anyways.
the best ending is going to be the destroy ending. That's probably what we're looking at.
I've heard that from a presidential candidate before.
Listen,
Oh my god.
that's enough out of you.
This guy, he loves his bits.
But no, you're right. The destroy ending leaves a lot of galactic conflict. It leaves Shepard potentially surviving. It leaves the galaxy in a state of disarray and disorder. And it leaves the problem of the cycle is going to complete eventually. The synthetics are eventually going to come back, rise up, and take over the place. There is the chance of Terminator 2 Judgment Day happening in the Mass Effect universe for the 1,000th time. So the story could go on. What?
No, I'm just saying that'd be kind of an interesting take for it to go. I think if you played it right though, you fix. I don't want to say fix, but you've allied with the Geth and you've helped them and you've helped peace between them and the Quarians. Like, I don't know. I don't see that being the conflict.
No.
I'm on the side of there is peaceful living there that the Reapers are just going to throw away because I'm older and wiser and I know better. I don't think in any point of galactic history there was ever a conflict that resolved that peacefully and symbiotically, because by definition the Geth look for purpose in life, and helping their creators rebuild their home is a massive undertaking. That's not something you fix in a day.
That's true.
And because you're still even if they like are like, oh, we have.
And I guess
you're still
without
gonna have people
Commander
that are
Shepard there
traumatized by
to
it.
keep everybody in check, things are gonna get out of line.
Especially if Ron is not
Rand.
Zelchorus is just running around being an absolute dickhead again.
God, dude, it takes everything for me to not fucking shoot
I'm
that
sorry, but yeah,
dude.
some of those admirals I just wanted to pop during like
Serious,
Cali's
I'm just
trial.
like, how are you guys like in charge? You're fucking dumb.
You fired
Oh.
at friendly units with a Dreadnought class Hades cannon. You're lucky I don't beat you within an inch of your life.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're lucky
it's a risk
that
of the
mask
job.
isn't broken and you're not taking in some bacteria into those lungs right now.
Come here, I'm gonna shit in your mouth.
Yeah, I got bacteria right here. Let me just inject a tube into your mouth. What?
Could you imagine
my
Grunt
God.
and Shepard storming that ship after that mission? Where is he? Where is he?
Oh, we don't. So,
That's it. You're taking a Krogan level shit to the mouth.
Oh my god.
Just a giant
Hooking up
steaming
this
pile of
tube
dinosaur
to your
shit.
mask to Grunt's asshole, and you're eating this shit.
Okay.
Oh, that would be terrible for galactic relations.
I think that is how we achieve peace ultimately.
You threaten them in.
you know. So this just popped in my head too. I saw this for the first time recently when I was doing the Mass Effect Citadel DLC.
Yes.
When you're doing the party and you keep cranking it up, you'll find Grunt in the shower, just like shower running, trying to like sober up, just going, "Oh, I fucking hate this place here."
Oh, he gets
is,
so
like,
hammered.
He is
He's-
blackout in the
He
shower.
might be
with
the perfect Krogan, but he's still a lightweight.
Or when you have to like bail him out after he climbs the monument. That shit.
Hey, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That is hilarious.
Why didn't the
no,
foam
I
stop
was just
you? Because I was on
randomly watching
fire, Shepard.
I'm a perfect Krogan. Yeah, but you've never taken 2 ales to the head like that before, have you, big guy? No.
Well, and then he tried to
Alright.
headbutt Rex immediately after, and Rex knocked him the fuck out.
I was like, ha ha ha, you're funny, kid. Whack!
Just runs limp on the floor.
Yeah.
So just leave him. He'll be all right.
Like that party at like
God,
in the
I love
Citadel
Rex
DLC, all of it
so
just
much.
yeah, if you just go explore all that stuff, like every time you,
You
do,
know
like,
what?
oh, go talk to everybody. Go
I
find
got a
everybody.
bone
It's
to
fucking
pick with
great.
BioWare now that I think about it. God damn it. How dare these motherfuckers introduce a character like Rex in the first game, how great this guy is, and then not let him be a fucking companion through the other 2 games. God damn it. I get for the story, it made sense. He was doing important shit. I understand. But fuck me.
Hey, we got him as a companion in the Citadel DLC. You can do a heist with him. You can storm the vaults with him. They couldn't do the full package, but they gave us just enough. And the dynamic between
Look,
Uncle Rex and his
I don't wanna-
favorite niece Talizora is so fucking wholesome. Oh my god, that melts my
Oh.
heart.
Oh, like
Exactly.
when you,
God damn it. We deserve more than just our fucking dipping our toes in the fucking blue. Give us the fucking character we fucking want. God damn it. I'm mad as shit.
give us
Now that I think about it. Fuck.
give us the guy that decided to blow up a cloning facility on Vermeer, where he was torn between that because it was a cure for the genophage.
And you convince him, don't be stupid, help me. And he's like,
That's you're being free from the genophage, but now you're Saren slaves.
And then you do, and then you can
You
fix the
fix
genophage.
that page. And anybody that does it is a goddamn criminal and should turn off their game.
Especially if you decide with the Dalatrass and don't reveal the
Oh my gosh,
sabotage.
dude. That's fucking-
But then you can save Morden. It's a steep price, but I could potentially
Yeah.
pay that.
Morden fucking hates you for it.
He does, dude. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
crying.
He
Like,
fucking
actually
hates you for it, and I'm pretty sure he blows his
There's
own
another
brains
great
out.
character right there, Morden. The way that he worked on the genophage project, the correction project, right?
Yeah,
And he
through
hates
2
himself for it.
games.
And he slowly gets through it, like, and then he's like, "That's his ultimate sacrifice, his ultimate apology to the
like-
Grogan is like,
he
I'm
literally-
gonna fix this."
Dude, he
Guys,
literally
guys,
says,
guys, guys.
"Genophage spirit, Krogan saved," and he just takes a deep breath in with a smile, and he says, "Mission accomplished" as the building
Finished.
blows up.
Guys,
Yeah,
Bro,
Mikey?
come on now.
right.
I did some research in prep for this episode, and there's hundreds of videos called "Moments in Mass Effect That Broke Me," and they're all very different. But there's a top 3 things that keep happening, and Morden looking you in the eye, saying his final goodbye, and then smirking and saying, "It had to be me." somebody else might get it wrong is number 2 across everyone's board. It's
Well,
consistently number 2.
Because it's
I
a
think
beautiful
too,
moment. He sacrifices himself and cures the Krogan race, which his own people created the disease for in the first place. It's awesome.
And my
Fuck
number one moment
Solarians after
here.
that.
My number one moment here for that, and it's only if you choose the renegade option, renegade ending, where you're shooting it, where you see everybody that you've lost, like just looking at you and smiling. Like as
dude,
you're
that fucking
shooting it,
hurts.
yeah. As you're doing that, like you're remembering everybody that you lost in all 3 games.
Dude, that'd be an
that
amazing
part.
fan art. Shepard struggling to stand up and take the last shots, and it's the ghost of everybody picking him up. That'd be
Picking him-
fucking
Oh my
sick.
god, yes, I need
Oh.
to see that.
Somebody's out there, do that shit, man. I'll support any
Yeah.
future products.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
like
think we
that
know a
right
good
there.
artist.
Like that was to me because that was like that was how you brought that game to a close right there. Was like you said, Shepard has so much wear and tear on him, so beat down, and then you just see this is what's getting him through this last few steps is remembering all the people he lost and trying to keep everyone else from from dying from against the Reapers. Like, oh,
Had to be Shepard. Somebody else
Yeah.
might have gotten her own.
very much so.
All right. Before we go too far into this, I want to zip right back into this topic here, but we're going to expand on it. What is your hope or a story in Mass Effect 4? What is your predictions? What do you think is going to happen? What kind of plot do you think they're going to go for?
Somebody else want to do this? Because I have a whole thing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we're going off of what ending you chose, like how Thomas suggested, like whatever ending you chose.
Doubtful that that'll be the case. There's gonna have to
Well,
be.
I would say if
one
you choose the base 2, not
candidate.
synthesis. You take synthesis completely out of that equation.
That's fair.
If you do the if you do the Paragon option, you basically wiped out all synthetic life, right?
Which is no bueno.
No, so you're going to be dealing with the after effects of that because how heavily did people rely on like shackled AIs and whatnot? Like you wiped out Edie too, technically.
The Geth, not the Geth, the Hanar, the
The Volus.
Volus, and Elcor all rely on shackled AI to get through their day-to-day life because their physiology is so different from everybody else. They need it for their weapons. They need it for their ships. They need it for their life support. You would critically endanger 3 species completely on accident.
Yeah, and that way you could.
And that's just the initial off
dealing
the
with
top
the
of the head
fallout.
effects. Like
Yeah.
That's not that's just the immediate effects, not the long term. And then you've got
Right, but
switching
then
over
you're
to the renegade option.
You're eliminating the Geth from the game also at that point.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense for the story, which leads me to say destroy would probably be the option that we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and then,
the Mass Effect relays are destroyed. Reapers are gone. Now that everybody's just got to figure out how to survive wherever the fuck they're stuck at.
Yeah, so what would you think could be the
which would open up a huge thing? Like you usually have like the Blood Pact, Black Sun,
Blue Sun.
all those guys. Oh yeah, sorry.
I like the idea of
have those guys
having a
being
Blue
like-
Sun redemption arc in the 4th game, or had set it up for the 4th game.
Or having
The Blue Suns are the new Peace Corps.
So like the Blue Sun
have
Relief
Zaid
Aid
take
or
over
some
the
shit
old,
like that, bro. I don't
Blue
know.
Sun Police
Zaid
Force.
Oh,
Mhm.
hey.
Or they would
no,
be
'cause
straight up like
Zaid would
carving
go
out
back down
sections
the
of the
dark
galaxy
alley if
for
he did that.
themselves. Like that one would give you so much more to build with and work with and do plenty more games with it as well if they wanted to. So I think that that would be interesting to see how they would go with that.
I would like to see a antagonist, I guess, that is not just some brand new alien that's just written into the story. I'd like it to be something existing to where it makes you almost like have some moral questions about what they're doing might be right or wrong, you know? I don't know. I don't want to see just the cookie cutter shit anymore. I want to see something else. with it. They brought different aliens in for all 3 games. Fantastic. We like that. But like, give us something different for a bad guy. We know it's the Reapers enough.
I did like the Elusive Man and how he kind of was like, we got to stop the Reapers, and he slowly fell into it because like we really didn't see, like with the first game, we didn't see Saren really like fall into the under control of the Reapers. He was already under the control when he was introduced. But then we see how subtle it was with the Elusive Man, like how we're going to deal with this by being close to our enemy. We're going to be able to handle it. No, you become the enemy because you're close to them. Oh, I can fight the effects of indoctrination. No, you can't. That's exactly what they want you to think.
I'm not a crackhead. That's what somebody on crack would say.
I mean, she tries to Matriarch Benencia tries to explain it in the first game when you come across her when she has that glimpse moment of freedom.
Yeah, when you're like literally kicking the crap out of her, like, and then in her last moments too.
I was so happy to do that every single time. Oh my! Every time.
But yeah, all right. So that's my little take. Mikey, you said you had a paragraph.
All right, Mikey, let's hear it.
Oh boy.
Story writer here, storyteller.
Hold up, let him take a sip of his water.
Dungeon Master here.
I know exactly what to do while he reads his paper right now.
So, I think canonically, Destroy is going to be the ending to expect. With that, like our good Gath friend here just mentioned, the mass relays and the ability to travel between solar systems and the galaxy at large is lost. You're now converted to less than light speed, which people would be like, that's still really fast. But when you're talking about space, light takes a very long time to travel places. So if you're going slower than that, you're taking a very, very, very long time. So I think the issue of most of the fleets, most of the military and scientific might of the galaxy was right here in the solar system that we are currently presiding in, on Earth or in orbit of Earth. I think the new game is going to be very much in the same vein of Andromeda, where people are trying to set up new homes, terraform, colonize, and struggle for power. Whatever the power may be, whether it's food, supplies, weapons. And you're going to be part of either the new initiative, whatever they choose their name to be, because we've had N7, we've had Spectre, we've had Pathfinder. I think because Liara is in the title, it's going to be Liara trying to build a new Commander Shepard or a new crew. If you survived, maybe you're just Commander Shepard and you're back, and you're trying to lead the galaxy through a rebuilding phase where all of these species that don't have food set up, don't have home set up, and maybe have never visited this solar system before, now have to make a permanent life here because they can never return home after the most devastating war in galactic history. There's so much that could be done, and they have experience because Andromeda was a very similar situation. A bunch of jackoffs who don't know each other, like each other, or have a lot in common are trying to set up a new society in a galaxy so far away the fucking Reapers couldn't find it, and there's limited space, limited resources, and now you got to deal with batshit crazy locals. And let's face it, humans are just the rednecks of space. That is just a fact. Yeah. So there's a lot of potential to work with there. There's so much that could be done, whether the missions are explore this colony, set up a colony, terraform a planet, because the Volus can't live on Earth. They need high gaseous and ammonia-based atmospheres. Maybe one of the gas
Jupiter.
Exactly, one of the moons of Jupiter and Venus. That sounded aggressive.
There was something there behind that one.
There's space dwarfs. We don't need them on Earth.
The Krogan would probably love Mars. It's already very terraformed, and it looks like Tachanka. It's big, it's red, it's full of deadly sandstorms. They'd probably feel right at home. Turians would probably probably be fine on Earth. It's very similar to Palaven. So, like,
Turians and Solarians would be fine on Earth.
The Asari can just do whatever they want because they run shit anyway.
Sorry are just the Illuminati of the galaxy, so they can do what they want.
But there's so much potential there.
You said something that I haven't even thought about or considered. Actually, was the fact that all of the fucking galaxy's military might surrounds one fucking planet.
Oh yeah, you think that's not going to cause conflict?
Like, no, I didn't even consider that. Like, not think about the conflict that it causes around the Milky Way. Think about what that does to the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah, with almost no military.
No military might and no policing.
Like, that's what I was saying. Is that
there's
that's
no
what I was trying to say.
policing. Like even CSEC isn't there because they brought the fucking Citadel to Earth. So there's
the
nobody.
only body that's still kind of intact in the rest of the galaxy is the Volus and the Hanar and the Elcor fleet, because they're not suited for large scale combat. So they just held their lines and dug in deep.
They're
not
still for a lot of combat actually.
The Elcor are called living tanks because their carrying weight so high. They use VI operated miniguns that mount on their backs.
Yep.
They're pretty good at offense. Defense not so much, but they're really good at offense. But
I can do
Boluses are a biotic god.
Those are the only major fleets. The flotilla pulled out because they were doing evac and rescue, so they'll probably be elsewhere. But they're not a military fleet. They're civilian ships with like a gun duct taped on the side of it. So you're very right. The galaxy at large would be very unprepared for raiders, gangs, potential Rachni invasion.
Arya would take over the galaxy, bro.
Dude, and
that's the thing, though. Her main force was on Earth.
Yeah, he took her fleet and force. Even she was on Earth. Fuck, shit. I mean, she's gonna try shit on Earth. God damn it, we don't need that bitch there.
Money. Arya's based in LA. That better be a fucking thing, developers. Arya to
Oakland.
Oakland.
She's in Stockton, bro. What do you mean?
She's Stockton.
She's running Stockton, bro.
Holy shit.
He came out of nowhere and just took over all of California.
And all those shots whizzing by.
Oh my god. She's gonna show up. This place is filthy. I love it.
I didn't know humans could be this much of a cesspool.
It's just like, oh.
There'd be like the fact that all of the fleet, like universe's military might is just in one fucking location. How fucking dumb is that? Holy
here's the
shit.
thing, though.
I mean, but you needed it. You fucking needed it. Yeah.
Yeah. All the scientists are here too.
But here's the thing.
Because they were
my
developing
thing is, I think they might, if they put everybody together like that, all the scientists all together like that, I think they might be able to eventually, like maybe not within one lifetime, but at least start getting like a Mass Effect relay repaired enough that they could use it.
Right. So how long would it take versus how long are we going to be? Is Mass Effect 4 after the third game? You know, how long?
I think it would take
like that. I think that's going to be a part of the storyline in the fourth game for sure. Is going to be part, like there's going to be some sort of project in the storyline for sure that involves rebuilding one of the Mass Effect relays, or at least attempting to, or starting it.
Oh, dude, hold on.
Trying to reset the system.
That could be the
Like,
new trilogy right
system.
there. The recreation of the Mass Effect relays. You could do that for 4, 5, and 6.
Imagine the game ends, you get through the Mass Effect relay, and when you get there expecting to land on like Palaven or Tachanka or Thessia, everyone's destroyed, and the new the old new parts of the map are destroyed by some new threat. That'd be such a kick in the chest way to end the game.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of things in dark space.
So with your earlier
here's the
idea,
thing, too. You don't even have to go to dark
Like,
space. You can just say like
the Leviathans, bro. Just gonna say you don't need to go to dark space.
I was gonna say like the what is it? What was the Shadow Broker? It was a Yar. Fuck.
He's a Yogg, but he's the only sentient one.
Yeah, but think of something like that. Like, what if there was just an alien race there that was like determined by the Reapers not to be important enough, and it was never discovered, but they somehow do get space flight.
It's like
And they
9
somehow
Vorcha
find a
with
way-
room temperature IQ taking over the galaxy.
Just they're all in science coats and have glasses on.
We smart.
We are the intelligent nine.
The think tank.
But I think that would be cool too, where you have like
Don't you
I think
me?
it would
You
be
sound
cool,
like
too,
a
just to have
Vorcha.
someone like that, just like another race finally gets to the point where they're space traveling, and they're like, "Wow, nobody's fucking here," but they all want to fight us because they have these ships that can't go that fast. All right, fuck it, and then they lead to, like you said, destroyed craters of just like Tachanka, like the capital city's just a crater now.
That'd be hilarious. That happens
I
on
would
Tachanka and Rex is still
fucking-
there. Shit ain't changed. It's the same place.
I'm still in
New
charge,
shit.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, same shit, new generation.
You know what? That does put out an interesting idea, Fraser, is that part of the cycle is to take all of the intelligent organic races, all of their DNA, harvest it, and then use it later. And now they might have had other intelligent DNA from other cycles prior, like, the Protheans. And who knows what happens to that DNA after the Reapers all collapse and are destroyed on Earth? How do we know something does? They didn't already start cloning stuff. How do you know they don't escape the Reaper ships if they are clones? There could be all sorts of different alien races that get found on there, and then shitty
What if they bring back the
scientists.
collectors as like sentient
No.
Protheans?
Fuck that shit. No more than fucking collectors. I'm over that.
But
They blew up
Brandon,
my
you were
ship.
gonna say something like 10
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah. So I was gonna
Oh,
go off
sorry.
of what you were talking about, Mikey. So, out of the three options, according to what you just said, there's three potential options. One, Shepard's alive, but it also depends on when Mass Effect 4 takes place, how far after 3. Two,
Mhm.
there'll be just another new main character to take his place, or B, do you think there'll be a character like creation menu where you can pick a race, like anything
God, I
but
hope so.
human?
God, that's what I want more than
I want to
anything.
knock a
really-
dude out for calling me a suit rat, and he's gonna catch this Corian three-fingered fist right to the fucking mouth. Yeah,
I don't think Shepard's gonna be alive.
Yeah, that's like the least likely option. But I'm just saying, like,
Or
out
if
of the
he is,
three,
he's gonna be kind of like Anderson, I think. Maybe just like he's in the background character.
oh yeah, dude. Shepard just completely just tattered leg, shoulders hanging on by a sleeve, just
It's
haggard
He's
lieutenant.
working like he's just rebuilding everything basically.
here's
Like,
a
he's
fucked
like,
up thought.
Huh.
They could download and turn him into an AI, and he turns into a real guy.
they already have a Shepard AI.
Let's not do that. That is
I meant
so
with the
body
real
horror.
Shepard, the real Shepard's body. Just turn that shit in his brain into an AI. Oof. And then somebody tries to control it, it goes rogue, starts doing all sorts
Ooh.
of fuck shit.
What if what if they did it like the Pathfinder AI? Shepard is now the construct guiding the next generation of heroes into becoming the next Commander
Well,
Shepard.
VR was setting that up. She was in number 3 too.
That'd
Like,
be
remember, because she had that little like lockbox.
Yeah, she had the time capsule.
So that could very well be the thing too. Like, even if Shepard's dead, that he's still there. Like,
Your
All that-
your character is just a character that's part of Shepard Academy.
Maybe not Shepard
Eh.
Academy. Maybe you're like the new N7 and they're trying to figure out who's going to be the big bad.
mm-hmm.
There's
Maybe
just a really
N7
old, pissed
that
off
would be
Admiral
cool.
Hackett. You ain't shit. I knew the real
Ah,
Shepard.
Admiral Hackett roll.
This fucking game. Listen, it's all right. I remember the real Shepard back in my day. Took
And then
down
one of
all
them
Fleet
says
Reapers.
something. One of them says something, and he just knee checks him with the cane. You should have seen that coming.
You're obviously not
real
the
Commander
one.
Shepard would have
Leave
seen
the
that
room.
So stupid.
You already failed. Get out.
Get out.
I would
Oh,
definitely like a
fuck.
good character creation that allows you to expand into any character. Quarian, Turian, Krogan, Vorcha. Shit, it'd be hilarious to play as a Volus. I don't think I would ever do it though.
They had Volus on the multiplayer. That was a class you could play, and it was
I
so
know, and
good.
I never fucking did it. If you say so, sir.
You missed out. That shit was a blast. But I will give you this: the all Krogan party, way too fun. Just big headbutt, big headbutt.
Oh. There was one character that online for Mass Effect 3 that they had the Cerberus characters with their own
Oh my
biotic powers.
god! You
That
just want to
wasn't
use
available on the
Lash.
campaign. I want to use the fucking biotic smash. Yes, I like that shit. It goes through walls. Man, it's so good. and it was the
I
only
would play
place
this
to play.
niche class for this niche broken ability. Woo.
Yes. It was fun. It was the only time they introduced it in the game, and then you couldn't use it again. It was bullshit. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Judging you.
Fuck you, Necromancer. What do you know?
People enjoy my antics. Every party I've ever been in has actively supported my bad. You included.
You got you there.
Yeah, we have.
But now we're running out of time here. I want to just go out with a simple question, something to say to the folks, and also some your hopes for the future of Mass Effect. So, one, what is your hope for Mass Effect 4? Biggest one. And two, what do you got to say to all of the Mass Effect community and future players of the game? Me included.
Play the game.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That was just to
Yeah.
that was just to me,
You.
folks. Just me.
I can't point, but you.
you.
Let's start
All
with
right,
Tom.
With the robot.
I'm thinking here. I truly hope for another, what feels like. I don't want it to be Mass Effect 4. I want it to feel like the beginning of its own story. So I hope we get something
Yes.
like its own beginning kind of feeling to it.
Like a nice refresh, a nice restart kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, obviously Commander Shepard did everything, but it doesn't have to be his story. If you know what I'm saying. I'd like it to feel like a new beginning of something within the Mass Effect universe. And I guess despite how everybody feels about Andromeda, this goes out to anybody that cares to listen. Just whatever they present with Mass Effect 4, just take it with open arms and hope for the best. For BioWare, don't fuck it up. That's all I got.
Alright. Fraser, what do you gotta say?
So, I'm along sort of along the lines with what Thomas said, was that I want Mass Effect 4 to honor the Mass Effect 1 through 3, but be its own standalone as well. Very much like this is part of this universe, and it is like affected by that game, but it's not controlled by the previous 3 games. If that makes any sense. And then also like you were saying, like with Andromeda too, just take it as like don't try to compare it directly to Mass Effect, because it's going to be its own game. It's going to be its own little thing. If you can do that and you can just set that aside, then Mass Effect 4 will probably be, as long as it's got a good story, as long as, like you said, BioWare don't fuck it up, it will probably be very good, because you have such a huge community behind it that loves this game. I mean, if you look at the Citadel DLC, that was just a thank you to the fans for making this such a great thing to work on and such a great thing to be a part of.
I quite literally have N7 tattooed on my arm. I love the game series.
Yes, he does. Yeah. So, like, that would be for the future. Just like Thomas said, take it as a standalone. Like, if you do those standalone games, you can compare it to there if you want. But if you only play it by comparing it to the previous games, you're probably not going to have a good time. So, like I said, that's all I've got to say on it.
All right, Mikey. Any final words?
So they were very nice about it. If you bully the studio so hard and rip me off and prevent me from getting a Quarian DLC for a second time, I'm kicking everybody's ass. I don't even care if it's deserved. I'm taking names, take a ticket. Y'all getting a spot in the hot seat. I will not lose that again. That is not happening. But with all the goofiness of the way the fans kind of overreact these days, because Cyberpunk was a masterpiece. If you think I'm wrong, I'll fight you in the Popeye's parking lot, when or wherever. I think the only way to improve the original formula of building these cool stories and having these really in-depth characters and having consequences and having this developing world that always moves around you, the only way they're going to improve it, in my opinion, and the two things I really hope to see, are going to be a crazy in-depth character customizer I'm talking race, background, interactive outcomes for the different situations you have. Because a lot of people don't know this. If you're an engineer Shepard, you can skip one of the most time crunch
Oh.
cutscenes in the game, end it with the one-liner, shoot out the camera, and say, "Suck my nuts, I'm Commander Shepard." And we need more stuff like that. And I think the character customization is going to be a big one. And keep the personal connection of these really cool core side characters, whether it's romance, whether it's friendship. It doesn't matter. There are such iconic lines like, does this unit have a soul? Somebody else would have messed it up. Keela Salai. And one of my personal favorites, there is no Shepard without Vicarian. Dude, I got chills from that last one. That's how good they are. If you keep that level of writing in, you will nail it. I promise that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and do one more thing. Don't piss off the fucking director. Make him leave.
Yeah, that one was a
Everyone
tragic
knows exactly
accident.
what game I'm talking about.
Well, everyone, happy N7 Day. This has been a very enlightening episode here. I definitely learned a lot between the three of them, and I've also been bullied to the point where I basically have to play the game now. I saw that. Anyways, thank you. Happy N7 Day, and we'll see you guys next time.
Keela Salai.
This
This is Commander Shepard signing off.